In section 32 of Counsels and Maxims, Schopenhauer talks about something many of us have likely felt at some point in life: the disappointment of realizing that the world doesn't work the way we hoped or imagined when we were younger. He starts by describing how, when a young person of noble character is starting out in life, they believe that human relationships are based on meaningful things like shared values, mutual respect, or common intellectual interests. In other words, they think people form connections because of who they are inside. But as time goes on, this idealistic view begins to crumble. Schopenhauer explains that most relationships, whether friendships, marriages, or even professional connections, are actually based on practical or material concerns. People align themselves with others because it benefits them in some tangible way, whether that's money, status, or social convenience. Most people, according to Schopenhauer, don't even realize that there could be any other basis for relationships. He points out that society judges people not by their personal qualities, but by external factors like their job, social position, or family background. Essentially, you're labeled by your role in life, and that's how people will treat you. What makes you you, your character, your talents, your intellect, rarely comes into the equation, unless it's convenient for someone else. And even then, the moment it becomes uncomfortable for them, they'll easily dismiss those personal qualities. Schopenhauer believes that the more someone possesses true inner worth, like strong moral character or intellectual depth, the less satisfied they will be with these shallow social structures. As a result, such a person will likely try to pull away from society, retreating from the world that values external appearances and material interests over who they really are. Why does society function this way? Schopenhauer says it's because life is full of suffering and need. People are constantly dealing with hardship, and so the main goal in life becomes finding ways to ease that suffering. This, he argues, is why social arrangements revolve around material concerns. They're about survival and alleviating misery, not about appreciating individual virtue or intellect. This perspective ties into Schopenhauer's broader philosophy, which often leans towards pessimism. He seems to be suggesting that if you're someone who values ideals like honesty, intelligence, and true connection, you'll end up feeling disappointed or even disgusted by the world, because it doesn't value those things in the way you hope. For Schopenhauer, the solution seems to be withdrawing from this disappointing reality, as he himself might have done in his personal life. So, basically, Schopenhauer's advice in this section reflects a somewhat bleak view of human relationships. He's telling us that, while we might want to be appreciated for who we truly are, the world operates on a much more practical, sometimes harsh, level. It's a sobering thought. But for those who resonate with his ideas, it might offer some clarity about why life often feels this way.